Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. So in this video we're going to check out the elevator. We're going to see how to create it. As you can see, it looks really nice. I'll show you the exact technique, and it's very similar, the same way as we did the same way we created the wings. There are maybe just small differences. So yeah, let's go and check it out. Okay guys, so here we are right in the beginning. If we take a look at the browser for a second, you can see I've created a new component. I call it elevator. Now, if you are going to create a trim tab, then you should make it as a sub-assembly elevator, and then create an elevator component inside it. But in my case, I'm not going to create it. So I'm just going to create just a normal component under the root component. Okay. So yeah, so this is how I'm going to do it. So now we can just go straight ahead and start creating a sketch, and it's going to be on this plane. Now we're going to turn on the side canvas so we can see exactly where it is. And we're going to create a straight line, which is going to go through right here like that. Now I'm just going to position it exactly where I want it, and we're going to make some changes to the length like this. At this point now we need to turn it into a construction line, because we're going to use the same plugin that we installed last time, the Airfoil Sketch from File, okay, for the same technique that we use for the vertical stabilizer. So we're going to check this one out, and this one is already checked, and I'm going to click OK. I'm going to choose my airfoil, and it's the same airfoil that I've used to the vertical stabilizer, but it's up to you if you want to use something else. So here we go. This is the airfoil, and it's okay with me. Again, I've downloaded from the Airfoil Tools website. If you want, you can try to look for something which is a little bit thicker, more similar to what it's the way it shows here in the form. But for this example, I'm just going to use this one. So we have our straight line here, and now we can just go out. So this one we just almost finished. Now we're going to the extrude, and it's already marked for us. We're going to change it to symmetric, and then I'm going to turn on the top view. And we're going to drag it all the way here to this point, because the tip we're going to create it separately. Okay, this is fine. Good. Now I'm going to just hide this one for a second. So this is what we've got so far. I'm going to work on this side. Now I'm going to create an offset plane on this face here. I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to create a sketch here. And I'm going to turn back on the first sketch, which is our airfoil, and I'm going to turn off just for a second the body that we've just created. So I'm just going to do a normal projection. And if you want, we can also project the center line, and we don't need it to be you don't need to have a link, and that is because we're going to do some work on it. Now the center line, I'm just going to make it as a construction line, and right here at the tip we're going to split it. We're going to break it like that. Okay, good. Now next one I'm going to do is I'm going to create some straight lines One, it's going to be right here, almost at the tip. And then, just gonna delete this one. And another one, it's going to be somewhere maybe here. And don't worry, we can always move them later. Good. Now I just want to make sure that they are parallel to each other. Good. So we're just going to turn them as a construction lines. And you're going to see in a moment why we're doing it. Okay, so next thing I want to do is, okay, this profile is finished here, which is okay. I don't need to close it or anything. And if I'm going to have any issues with it, I can always change it later. So far, so good. So now we're done with this. What we're going to do next is we're going to create a new offset plane, and we're gonna use, we need to use plane and ankle, sorry. We're gonna use this center line here. Now we are going to create a new sketch right here. Just gonna turn it like that. And I'm going to click on project intersect. It's very important that we are projecting the points. Just want to make sure I have another one over here. Good. All right. Let's go back to the top. I think I might forgot something to do. I just want to double check. And I just want to make sure that the line behind here is also braked. Yeah, so this is good. I just want to double check it, because if not, then I would have had some issues with that. Okay, so now I'm just going to turn it around like that, and I'm going to turn on the top view canvas, and I'm going to create this shape here at the end, the tip. So first thing, I'm just going to create like a center line here, and this is just a construction, and I'm going to create a straight line from here to here. Good. And I'm going to take the midpoint, so it is, sorry, not like that. I'm going to create a coincident constraint, and I'm clicking now on the shift command in order to find the center of this line and center it on this line here, on our vertical line here. Good. That means that, you know, we can see it's going to be equal on both sides. So I'm going to need something like that, and we're going to play with it later. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create some control point splines. We're going to use this tool. We can turn this one off. We don't need it. And click on this one. Click like 2 here. And we finish. We're gonna do the exact same thing. 1, 2, and finish it right here. Okay, so now we just need to shape it. But first I'm just gonna do the tangent. It's very important. Okay. And we're also gonna create a tangent right here. Now we can just drag it down right over here. Just gonna make sure that everything looks good. And it's pretty much okay, actually. I don't have to do that much. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Maybe this one I can shape it just a little bit here. Let's see how it looks over here. This one as well. Okay, So it looks fine, it looks really nice. I'm happy with the result. We can always change it later, so don't worry. Now, what we're going to do is just going to finish the sketch. And let's turn this one back on. We can turn this one off. I'm just gonna hide the wings, the fuselage, and the vertical stabilizers. I don't need them. Now I'm going to create again a new planet angle on this one here, on this construction line. Click OK. Gonna create a sketch, and then again we go to the intersect project, and we're going to project this point over here. Gonna zoom in, do one here and another one over here. So you can see I have these 2 points. So all in all, we have 3 points. Now I can just turn them off. I don't need them for now. And we're just gonna create a little small line over here and another one over here. I'm just gonna make sure they are vertically horizontal to each other. Okay, so if I'm gonna move one, the other one is gonna move with it. And I'm gonna use now the control point spline like that. Here we go, and we're gonna do the same with these 2 points. So I've made a mistake here, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix it. This point here, it's very important. This is not where it's supposed to be. Just going to keep it straight up. We're going to do a coincident, because here is our tip. Yeah, like that. Just need to move it a little bit to the center. Perfect. Now again, we need to create a tangent constraint between these two and this one. Good. So far, so good. Everything is connected, and that is very, very important. Now we can just turn the others back in. So this is where we are so far. Now we're going to create a new planet angle on this line. And we're going to click OK. So we're going to, this one we can hide. We don't, this one no, this one we can hide. And we can create a new sketch here. The same way, again, intersect project. Select this line, and we are going to select the line. Remember the line and not the points, okay? It's very important. And we're going to click OK. Great. So we can hide those two, and we're going to do exactly the same as we did before. Going to create a small straight line and another small short line here. Use our vertical horizontal constraint. We are going to again control a point spline. Create 1, 2, 3, and another one here, and close it. So we are going to create our tangent. And we are going to create a coincident constraint between our curve and our projected point right here. So everything is connected, tangent, and it looks really, really nice. Again, we can always change things later on. So let's turn them back on. So this is what we have so far. And this is also what you should get. Now we can go to our patch environment and we click on loft. And we start the lofting process. We start from this line and then we go up to this line over here. Oh, sorry. Try again. This line, need to click sometimes on the plus, and then again, right here, and right here. And for some reason it says, yes, and that it says because it's not visible because the body is turned off. So I just want to turn off this body, okay? So this is how it looks so far. And now we're going to click on the plus again. Can add another line here, and it's this one. So it's starting to get a really nice shape, but this is not the exact shape that we want. We want it to be a little bit more thick. So we're going here to the guide type, select the arrow, and we start adding this. Okay, now we click on the plus again. We're adding the next one. Remember, from the bottom we have these two small lines as well, and here we go. Looks really, really nice. Now we're going to create a patch, and then we're going to stitch it together. So now we have our tip, and now we can test it and we can see how it looks. And if it's looks good and we're happy with the results, that's fine. And it looks really nice actually. Let's turn the top view. I just want to see how it looks from here, from this side. And as I told you, you can always, if something went wrong or something like that, you didn't get the exact shape, then you can turn on this one here, and then you can just play with the points, this one or this one, make it a little bit shorter or whatever. But as you can see, it's exactly the way I position it, the way I want it. So it looks really nice. And now what we're left to do is we go back to the model environment, go to create, and then mirror. And we're going to mirror our body, which is this one. Going to select a plane, choose this one, and we click OK. Let's turn this one off. So here we go. Now we have the tip on both sides. Now at this point, if you are going to create the trim at the back, so now you're going to cut the trim from this face right here, okay? And after that, you're gonna go to modified, and then go choose combine, and then you can combine all the pieces together. So in the end, you're gonna have basically what I mean is, before that, you can continue. Now at this point, when you have the sub-assembly, you're going to work on the new component, which is the trim, okay? And then after you finish to cut the trim in the new trim component, then you can go back to the elevator, and then you can combine them, okay? So this way, it's going to be much easier. So you're going to get in this situation, and here it's going to be cut for the trim. So here it is. As you can see, the results are beautiful. It looks basically perfect, and you can see it's very, very simple. You can use the exact same technique for the wings as well. For the wings, we did it a little bit different, but you can try to use the same technique with the same profile, the way to build it. Here it was much more easier because it was a symmetrical airfoil, so it's much easier to work with in general. But I believe you can also do the exact same thing also with other airfoil as well. If not, they can use just a technique that I've showed you here, which also bring you a really nice result as well. So yeah, this is it. And in the next video, we're gonna work on the nose here. Then we're gonna get closer to the propel. The propel is a little bit more challenging to build, but we'll see if we can figure it out and get some really nice result. Now I want to remind you that if you have any questions, don't forget to check out the community forum that I've created. You're gonna find a direct link in the video description, okay? And if, again, in general, if you have any questions or at all, just drop me a post here, and I will do my best to help you. And yeah, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.